Counting down the best James Bond pre-title sequences. At number 8, get your surfboard, get your snowboard, it's a view to a kill.
So yet another spectacular John Glenn, Roger Moore pre-title sequence. And we've got helicopters again, return of helicopters. We've got skiing, we've got snowboarding, we've got...
surfing.
I think a lot of people just think of the silliness of the surfing and forget the sheer amount of stunts. Because you just think, okay, it's just the skiing one. Yeah, but there's so many elements of this involved. I think Willie Bogner came back again, who started with On Her Majesty's. And then, obviously, John Glenn, I think, got him back for Your Eyes Only for the stunts for that. So we're talking about the best in the business doing this. He got the best in the business, didn't need to do the surfing. We'll come on to that later. But the thing for me is it's a contained mission. You don't need to know. It does have, obviously, a link to the main mission.
Yeah.
But you can watch it as a one-off, and it's got a beginning, middle, and end. The scary, sort of intriguing music at the beginning. Finding the dead body, that's underrated.
Yeah.
It's not just the silly action scene.
Even a bit of sadness when he's, recovering the things from the body. John Barry tells the story with the music so well and gets you so excited with every bit of it.
Then you've got all the action, and then it ends with the most Roger Moore in the igloo sort of submarine.
A View to a Kill as a package, you remember all of it, mainly because of the music, and you have it in this opening scene. The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal from John Barry, and it's perfectly suited to this film. What you're seeing in this pre-title sequence is a lot different to anything else in the film, as in it's not part of the same fabric, if you know what I mean, in many ways. Obviously, it's snow compared to San Francisco and everywhere else that the film goes. This involves, jumps, drops, and obviously having to be clever with the skis or the surfboards that you've got and things like that. The helicopter even has, John Glenn's staple plane noise.
I was gonna say, I could be anywhere in the world at any time. I would be able to picture, bring that noise to mind.
Yeah. Almost no dialogue apart from some yelps and cries for.
There is some memorable dialogue from the villains. Do we know And then, of course, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, 0 to 2.
Yeah, that dialogue, Whoa, skiing isn't just for going downhill. It's for chases and stunts and jumps and... And, you can hold a gun while skiing. Like, wow, how cool is that? And it never fails to impress, really, a ski chase. It's such a good thing that audiences love to see. Yeah, skiing in the snow, class, and Roger Moore. And he's different to how he is in Inspired Love Me, and he's very much this Roger Moore, with at his absolute...
Something that holds it back in some people's minds is the fact that you probably don't believe it's Roger doing all that. You believe it's him for the close-ups, and then... some incredible stuntman for...
He's not been in the snow. He's not been outside or anything. I know the criticism will be, that you're going to say, the main criticism is that it's not Roger doing the stunts. And he does look fairly old by this point.
Yeah. And the mole's gone.
Yeah. Because Octopussy, he looks absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Great shape in that and Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
It's almost like... you see on the Himalayas, that section of ice just collapses.
Yeah.
And I thought I misremembered it that Bond falls down with it and somehow lands, but no, he
jumps.
Someone
That's
is
his way
doing
out.
that.
I know. It's amazing.
Dangerous.
It's incredible.
The angle of that cliff is like that, isn't it? It's absolutely. You see, because the baddies can't do it as well as Bond, and it's But you've got those stunts. The thing that sets it apart, Math would say, from Bond, is that Bond thinks to put that hook on his back.
Yeah.
Pulls it off and then grabs hold of that buggy. And then
yeah.
So good.
Pure Bond, that.
And it's just one of those things you love to see as a child. You know, it makes perfect sense that when you hook something on a man, on a person, they're gonna get pulled off. It makes perfect sense. It's not a really complicated master plan. It's really simple.
Surfing. What do we make of it?
Well, I know. It's not popular, is it? Was it California Girls?
Is it? Do you like the? You know, where it's like as if the DJ is taking off John.
Yeah.
Again, it's really hard when you've always grown up with it to like apply true objectivity. And I can understand maybe for some people it takes them a little bit out of it, but it's supposed to be a bit of a wink, wink. You know, this is a bit of a silly thing that Bond is able. It's very crisp that he's able to suddenly, you know, surf his way not over a huge, you know, bit of water, but
he's still on the snowboard.
Yeah,
it's difficult to criticise when
it's difficult to give an opinion. Part of me, like you know that it's not going to be a popular decision when audiences watch it now.
Yeah,
as a child, you accept it, and now it's part of my enjoyment. And you know, credit to it for not taking itself seriously. And given that it follows Octopussy, where there's been some fairly wild things happening, and the way it's going, it makes sense for the time it's in. But part of me wishes that it hadn't happened, just so we don't have to mention it, so it doesn't have to keep getting mentioned.
Yeah.
For that reason, it does take away from a really good pre-title sequence.
The way it ends, and then that's another stunt, a little mini stunts where he's somehow he's still on the surfboard type thing, and then he manages to jump off it and keep running.
Yeah, and that's when the music kicks in.
And then few seconds of quiet, and then back into the
what amazing talent you can go from, you know, the Beach Boys to suddenly right back into again, credit to the quality of John Barry's music and the scene and again the audience's knowledge of Roger Moore as Bond. Everyone knows that you can go from that to that really quickly. And be fully.
I tell you what, there's one shot which I think his acting is so good, where he sort of takes cover behind me and then goes and comes back up like that.
Yeah,
and it's just before he fires the flare into the. He sort of does that with his the
way he defeats the helicopter though. That is so crisp with the flare.
You see it. I don't know how it's done.
Yeah,
you see it going the distance. I mean,
so even if it's miniature, I know,
so good.
You know, the skiing jump when he does it's almost like skateboarding, isn't it? When he goes outside and hits
I mean, if we're talking about blurring it with childhood memories as well, you know, there's a little bit of Hoth about it, isn't there? You know, with the finding the body, the frozen body.
Yes. And when Bond lands in the snow and he's completely stationary.
Yes.
Like the ski things are just dead and he's just completely.
Empire Strikes Back. Have you to kill my word?
We should also mention, how it ends in the iceberg with the you know, the Union Jack flag on the inside of the little doorway.
I mean, it's such a neat little way of symbolizing an exit route, like a door to a hatch that is the Union Jack when it's revealed. I mean, that's great, isn't it?
That little cue from Barry, I don't know whether it's been done before, but it's
And I think I get slight vibes of the gorgeous escape pod from The Spy Who Loved Me, like luxurious. Quite small but absolute luxury.
So nice inside.
Peace of Lamont's, version.
One microchip,
One microchip.
Good. I'll make a signal to M.
In fact, I don't know why that scene isn't sort of, the media haven't taken that apart and said that it's himself and a woman, because they've only just met.
Be a good girl, would you, and put her on automatic? could do with a couple of glasses.
There in the overhead rack.
He's so baby, she almost looks at the audience when he's going to
Yeah.
get up, so she falls down.
Yeah.
Commander Bond.
Call me James. It's 5 days to Alaska.
Yeah, and he unzips her.
Yeah, you couldn't do it.
But,
I mean,
but in those
it's-
situations, you always feel that there's an already established love and fancying amongst each other. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It doesn't feel like the first time they've met
Commander
or the
Bond.
first they know of each other. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. People make references to it's 5 days to Alaska.
Yeah.
You know how like smelly and sick.
Yeah,
of each
Rob
other
said
probably,
that.
but- yeah, but how funny as well that it zooms off at the end.
Yeah.
What, not looking
Pretty,
like an iceberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the title song, yeah.
Conspicuous.
Duke.
The music. It's a music video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.